Here are my audience. Today I am here to persuade you that gays have the right to marriage just as well as straights do. If us who are straight have a right to choose who we marry, then why shouldn't those who are gay have a right to choose who they marry? I have always been a person who thinks if people are against gay marriage, that it is no different than being prejudiced, don't you think? Think about it. I am here today to persuade you that gay marriage should be allowed in every country. Just think about if you were told you couldn't marry someone you love just because there was a law saying you couldn't marry someone that was 5 years or 10 years older than you. There are some points I would like to hit on this topic of gay marriage. I would like you to close your eyes as I name the points off. The first point I would like to talk about is making it illegal goes against the 14th Amendment, if you really think about it. Second point I want to touch on is how against gay marriage is just like someone being prejudiced. Think about it. And last, I would like to touch on the point of people just act and not think about how the way they're making someone else feel or hurting someone else in different ways or ruining people's lives. When I look at two people of the same sex that love each other, I don't think of them any different than me and my fiance loving each other. Also, don't we still follow our amendments? If you think of the 14th Amendment, like I was saying, and relate back to it, Equal Protection Clause, when I think of that, it means that we all have the equal right to be protected and protected from discrimination. And by judging someone who wants to marry the same sex, hello people, that is no different than discrimination. Now, I've read online there are two arguments that were made about the 14th Amendment being broken and not being honored, such as ethically and legally, they cannot make gay marriage illegal. Think about it. Due to the Equal Protection Clause, because they must guarantee equal protection under all laws and all groups of people. And second, the argument part was the 14th Amendment, that Due Process Clause, which means no group should unlawfully be denied a fundamental right. And that you can look at www.vox.com/gay marriage Supreme Court decisions. So overall, if you think about it, we are all supposed to have equal rights, right? Be free, because we live on the land of the free, right? But yet it's okay to tell the two people that are in love that they cannot marry each other because they're the same sex. But yet we can abuse our kids, go to jail, get out, take some classes, and then turn around and get our kids back. Hello, people, does that make sense? But we can't allow two people of the same sex to get married? Think about it. So, it's okay to be against gay marriage, but it's not okay to discriminate when you hire someone for a job due to their race, their sex, or religion. Also, not right to be prejudiced, but once again, it's okay to be against gay marriage. If you think real hard, how is telling two people of the same sex that they can't get married any different than saying a black man or woman can't marry a white woman or man? Oh, wait. We don't tell them that, do we? No, because it would be prejudiced. So why do we want to tell people the same sex that they can't get married? It's the same concept. You are still discriminating them. If you are against it, that's fine. But why ruin the love of two people by your disagreeing attitude? I mean, would you like it if someone tells you you can't marry your true love because they are older than you, younger than you, and it's just because that's the way they feel? I mean, me, 27, my fiance, 39, are 12 years apart, and I love him and he loves me. But since he is older, should someone have the right to tell me and him we can't be together? No, they shouldn't. Should someone tell us we can't get married? No, they shouldn't. No. But yet, we still kept telling those who were the same sex they could not get married. In 2015, they did finally pass the law of same-sex marriage and referred back to the 14th Amendment about how they have to be treated with respect, equally and married by the federal government of the U.S., states and terrorists except in America, Sonoma. After all these years, of the ones who truly loved each other of the same sex were denied their rights in marriage, and here we are not following our amendments that we put in place as the U.S., what in the world is our world coming to? Why are we not honoring our amendments? What if the next amendment they don't honor is our freedom of speech and say that we can't talk, voice our opinion, even though it may be helpful or it may even give someone some guidance? Why are we not working together to make this world a better place for everyone, no matter what their beliefs are, what we are taught, or what their race and sex relationships are? Of opposite sex relationships, whatever it may be, you dig, think about, be you, dig, think about it. How would you want your rights to be able to be you, not be able to be you? At www.littlechapel.com, same-sex discrimination guide will show you where we pass the same-sex marriage. So as I sit back and view this situation, our world, and how it was illegal to let the same sex get married, it makes me sick to my stomach. I think people just act on situations before lying it all out in front of them and thinking about how they could ruin someone's life or how they could affect someone else. I truly think when people act on a situation such as same-sex marriage, they just think, oh, that's not me. That's not how I do it, and that's not how I think it should be, so it's not right, right? No, that's not the correct way to look at something. When really, they should lay the picture out in front of them and think to themselves, in their shoes, and say, okay, how would I feel if someone told me I couldn't marry my true love, even though they were the same sex? I feel if someone was to tell me that I can't do that or do this because who don't do it says it's not right, how is that fair? Also, they need to think of how they may be discriminating someone else. No, it may not seem like it, but at the end result, you are discriminating that person. And would you want someone discriminating you like that? No, I don't think so. How is it fair for one to ruin someone's life, but not fair for people to ruin your life? By telling two people of the same sex they cannot get married, they cannot have that right as the same of someone who is straight? Not right. You are downgrading them and basically telling them they have no rights. Think about it. That's what you're doing. Close your eyes and picture this with me for a minute. When you first met your true love, and now picture talking about spending the rest of your life with your true love. And then now imagine someone ripping your heart out because you're told you cannot be with that person due to whatever reason. How did it make you feel? So now think about how those who have been against same-sex marriage made them feel when they were trying to ban it from them. The 3 points I went over, how I'm making it illegal goes against the 14th Amendment, how people against gay marriage are basically being prejudiced, and why this is one subject I feel people just act on and not think about how they are hurting people and ruining people's lives, and the way those are all reasons that it should have never been illegal. This is one thing that people sit back and judge people on, and it's not right. Together, he or she is too old, or he or she is white and he or she is black. No, you would not tell those people that they couldn't get married. But exactly the way people treated those are the way people treated those who wanted to get married that were the same sex. So, before you go and make judgment and go against something, take a few steps back and look at the whole picture and make sure you're making the right decision and to go against something. Here are my audience still.